up for the ride, so put it on me. Who got the sun on the I know that y'all boys bump, but I ain't tell those fucks, yeah. I'm from the bottom of the trenches, it get ugly, baby. I got the image, so I got rich, you know you love me, baby. Oh yeah, it's low key to 5 on the back, yeah. I can show you how to make 10 with the size, yeah. If I'm no good, I just improvise, yeah. Don't pay attention, girl, don't never mind, yeah. It's money that they televise. I see it coming cause it's telegraphed, girl, I'm doing better, man. Had no bad on the crib, it's forever there. Young nigga get rich, you can tell it's bad. You can tell it's getting legal, I ain't doing like this. I don't know, never let you say me, even when it's
I finally put up the last two playlists and made another playlist.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that I was
Yeah, I am.
So why you stressing? I'll be having on the just practicing. And you can run it for another, I'm the best thing. I can see the love in your eyes, I know you want me. And you can't catch this spot with any other. Red bone, got me feeling like a bottle blower. And I don't want the tip, I can't have no fun with it. Like Brady said, going on my blood with. I can't let this get you out the picture. If I called you twice, then you know I missed you. You keep leaving me alone. Should've known I had to go into my feelings. If I give up, it's the end of us. You said this time I earned your trust, but you turned your back when things got rough. See, I'ma roll it up and light it in a spaceship. I've been feeling like I needed a vacation, and I can't let the little things stress me. I just wanna live my life stress-free. So why you stressing? I'll be hopping up for just straight flexing. And you can't run and find another, I'm the best thing. I can see the love in your eyes, I know you want me.
Yo. We're here. It's alive. We got a 2-minute lag, Mr. Bostic.
Oh, so why you tell me to check the app?
I said when we're ready to check the app.
But you still fucking with me.
Am I the only one that can hear you?
I hear entanglements.
Do me a favor, pause the iTunes then.
Yes. How you feel it? Oh.
Pause the computer.
What's poppin', fans? What's poppin'? I'm over here on DTF Radio, about to do an interview. What's the
Yeah, welcome to the Rawrrzone. What's up, everyone? My name is Katie K. We are here where we figure out these little hiccups. What's going on, everyone? How y'all doing? Introduce yourself, my lovely co-host.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Michael Bostic. We're in the building trying to get some of these technical difficulties. Right.
You just want a nigga that's gonna break your bank. No, I ain't about to play with that. We left you, man, to fuck with me just to play him back. Don't you know that's cold-hearted? What you gonna coming back? Girl, you fucking with a young.
What's the email for this?
Here, I was. Give me 1 second, hon. They could go to the DTF Radio app and tune in from there.
DTF Radio app. DTF Radio app. If you log in, you're gonna check it out right now. The interview I'm about to do right now with DTF Radio, Brooklyn, New York. You already know.
Okay, I think we're back. Yo.
Yeah.
I don't hear nothing.
Nothing.
I heard nothing now.
Okay, let's see what's going on here. Why is the board acting up like this? DJ Booth.
DTF Radio, estamos activo. Bless up.
Pause the iTunes, that's what I'm telling you.
What I'm telling you is that nothing is coming on. That's what I'm telling you.
Technical difficulties, everyone. Oh, Sparrow can hear us. So we're back. We apologize for the technical difficulties. This is Welcome to the Rawrrzone. I am your host, Ivy. We are here. We are here. We once again apologize for everything. So to my left, the man of many names,
No, I only have
Yo,
one name. It's Michael Bostic. What's good, everybody? What's
and
going on?
and then on top of that, we're super blessed right now to have a dance hall reggae legend in the building right now.
Mm-hmm.
The one, give it up for the one, the only Dynasty. How are you,
What's
my
good?
friend?
What's good, Dynasty?
chilling,
What's
brother,
good with you?
chilling. Thank you for having me.
Oh,
What's going
nah,
on, sis?
anytime, bro.
Thank
Anytime.
Thank
you
you
for
for having me.
coming.
I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Showing love and support. Always DTF Radio family.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yo,
Yeah.
it's been like, and I've seen, because I used to work in clubs, I used to see him a lot.
Okay.
Um, so it was actually kind of cool, once I eventually did connect with him, even though I'm still waiting for my photo shoot. Um, at least like, because I asked him a few times, hey, let's interview, let's interview, let's interview. Obviously, circumstances and eventually the pandemic, but we got the interview popping and we're here.
Yeah. No, no,
Thank God.
absolutely.
Yo,
Right,
thank
Thank
God,
God I'm
like,
still alive.
yo,
right,
The
thank God we're
coronavirus
all
didn't kill
alive
me.
right now.
right. You had it?
Huh? Yeah, I
You
had it.
had it?
I had it for three
Wow.
months.
So what was the experience? Like, what was the
I thought I
experience
was
with
gonna
that?
die
Yeah?
because every time I coughed, I would go out of breath for like 5 minutes,
Wow.
and I thought I was gonna die, and I couldn't record. I was like 3 months, mind you. I had to do a video in California, and it started in California. Like I felt like every time I coughed, it was like a stabbing in my chest, like, and it was the
Wow.
lungs that was inflated, and that's respiratory.
Right,
That's the virus.
absolutely.
That's it right there. Like that's basically. But I didn't die. Like
No, thank God.
thank
I
God,
mean, I'm
and
glad you're okay too.
yeah, because I mean I've heard people my age passed away. Because their
Right,
immune system wasn't strong enough to handle.
right.
So but yeah, I'm glad I'm alive. You already know, 2020.
Shit, yo, 2020 been a hell
New
of a
vision.
year.
Yo, it
Hell
really
yeah.
has though. Like, since we're talking about the whole coronavirus and everything, you heard our president got coronavirus, and then
That nigga don't got
I don't
coronavirus.
believe it, yo.
Don't let that. Listen, he's in the hospital for 3 days and came the fuck out. He does not have coronavirus.
Nah.
it was a publicity stunt.
Absolutely.
And then
They
you
were
have,
trying to get everybody to get over the fact that he paid $750 in taxes, and he needed to get away to distract that. So he came up with the "I have coronavirus," even though he was on some the coronavirus is a hoax,
It
blah
is.
blah blah,
It
all
is.
this bullshit. Now all of a sudden he has it. He's going around telling people he had it. Now 3 days later he's out the hospital,
That's crazy.
tweeting and shit.
I mean, listen, Biden ain't no better talking about, listen, I know this is a hard time. Our thoughts and our prayers go with Donald Trump and the first lady, whatever, whatever. But just so you know, me and my wife are COVID negative and we're okay.
Right, right. So this whole thing has become, as it has become for the past few presidential elections, it's become a shit show. It's a popularity contest. Who can, what I'm saying, gain the most votes? Who could talk the most shit?
Yeah.
Um, so that's what that's about. Hopefully, if the man is truly sick or whatever, I hope that he's quarantining himself and
Nah, it's
staying
bullshit,
away.
man. He just wants everybody to take the vaccine that's
Right,
about to
right,
come out.
right, right, right.
The
We all
vaccine
know
is
that
gonna
that's what it's
kill
about.
motherfuckers. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's gonna. I'm
Right.
sorry to my language. I'm sorry for my French.
You're
I'm
good.
just saying, just the vaccine. The vaccine is gonna do damage to people. I just tell everybody, do not take the vaccine. You're perfectly healthy. There's a lot of doctors that are telling people that you don't. With vitamin C, you Gucci. You don't. You know what I mean? You don't need a vaccine. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So,
right. It's
but
definitely not
I'm
necessary.
definitely against it.
If people don't know that coronavirus has been out for years, it's not
Years.
something new. I guess this strand of coronaviruses was a little bit deadlier, or whatever the case is, but
Right.
um, it's nothing that our immune system couldn't fight. I think statistically, the same amount of people died from coronavirus that dies from the flu every day, every
Exactly.
year. So
They're just calling it COVID-19.
right, and they're
That's
giving
it.
it a name and they're putting coverage behind it,
Yeah.
and people are worried. They're calling it a pandemic and doing
Wearing a
all this
mask.
just to
You know
just
what I'm saying?
fear
Fear,
mongering,
fear.
inducing fear inducing stuff, and
Yeah.
that's how they do it. They did it with 9/11. They did it with
Right.
all these other
That's
things.
all
So it's a
hoaxes. 9/11.
Yeah, but how do
yeah,
you?
all them's hoax.
All
All
the
them hoax.
hoax.
I mean, I don't
Absolutely.
think this whole pandemic is a hoax because my mom works in a hospital, right?
Right.
And she's seen people die left and right.
Absolutely. But once again, the coronavirus
Might
has
have.
been around way before this pandemic.
That's true.
Statistically, the same amount of people who have died from coronavirus have died from the flu. And people die from the flu in hospitals, in their houses, in their workplace. It literally has the same symptoms,
Yeah, but
you
they
know.
were killing people too. They were putting
Absolutely.
people.
They
They
were
were putting people in ventilators.
right
Like my
that were
uncle
Oh
killing
passed
no,
people.
I
away.
know about that.
Like if all right, you're never gonna know the real deal in the hospital. Like there's pharmafia. Like there's there's doctors that are going against. Like there's people that they have to listen to. Like they got bosses that whatever they tell them to do, they gotta do. And if
Yeah.
you got a heart and you care for people, but they're telling you to kill, it's messed up. So
Right.
it's like, and some doctors are getting silenced. But when you got a healthy person getting put in a ventilator, you don't need a ventilator. Like if you got the flu,
Absolutely.
you know what I mean, and that kills you. That's what happened to my uncle.
Also they
Rest in
were
peace.
they
You know
were
what I'm
calling
saying?
anything that wasn't cancer or something like that, that if people died from like cancer or whatever, they wouldn't call it COVID, but everything else they were calling it COVID related.
Everything, brother.
So it's like the
Everything.
numbers were inflated anyway,
Right.
because a lot of people probably didn't die from COVID related symptoms, but because there was so much death, there was no rooms in the hospital. They were just taking those bodies and putting them in COVID
In
situations
the truck.
where,
It's
and
crazy.
you know what I'm saying? So that inflates the numbers. It's just wild.
It's
It's
messed up.
wild.
I just see it as I don't know if you know this, like it's conspiracy thing, but this is basically the new world order, brother.
Absolutely.
We're living in the new world order. I'm gonna be honest. To me, this is it was a mass genocide that was done, because all the hospitals are empty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people were going in there with minor things and will
And
wind
coming
up
out
dead.
dumb sick or
There,
dead.
there was a lady that they
Wow.
opened up the body bag and she was still breathing, a Jamaican lady. You know what I'm saying? That I saw, I was like, wow.
Crazy.
Like there was just American, so they were just trying to get a lot of people with cancer or other people that just rid of them. You know what I'm saying? It's
Try to
just
just
it's
move
it's
them.
it's all depopulation.
Right.
It's an
Absolutely.
agenda, you know what I'm saying? And they just trying to depopulate as much people as possible. And it's gonna go
Totally
on
agree.
from now to 2030. It's called
Absolutely.
Agenda 2020. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So, but you already know we could be here all day talking about it. But,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna shout out real
Absolutely.
quick.
but yeah, I apologize.
No, that's fine. I'm actually
I
shout out.
just, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna shout out Sparrow because he goes and says if COVID, it was COVID because collateral people couldn't get to the hospital because it was packed with COVID patients. So I mean, I could believe within the first few months it probably was the pandemic.
No, so I'm not I'm
Yep.
not I'm not disputing um whether or not COVID-19 itself was a hoax. I'm disputing the fact that the way the media and everybody portrayed it,
Right.
it caused a bigger panic than what it was. Not to say that I'm not taking away from the people who died from it. I'm not taking away from people who suffered from it, who
Right,
had
right.
like you, whatever you've had it, so you know what it is. I feel like at some point last year I had it because I was incredibly sick for almost a week and some change.
Yeah.
So it was like, you know, I feel like, the way everybody went about it
Mm-hmm.
um caused panic, and that's really what gets me. It's not so much that the pandemic is a hoax and that's fake or whatever. No, no, no.
Right.
Yeah,
I
cause you
know
you
people.
you
I
sprouted a
know
wild
people who
conspiracy getting Sparrow fucking
no,
fired
but
up.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I no, I know people who've had it. You know what I'm saying? My cousin had it. My friend in Georgia had it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I know
It's
people
sad,
who've
man.
had it and suffered from it, and like were really bad from it. I know people who've died from it. So I'm not disputing whether or not the actual virus is a hoax, but the way everything was portrayed made the hysteria And that's what the hoax is. The hoax is the hysteria on it's gonna kill us all. Like that was the mentality. It was like, oh, it's gonna kill us all, and it's
if it's gonna kill us all, you have to wear a hazardous thing that covers
Right.
your whole body.
Right.
You have to walk around with a bubble. A mask is not gonna stop you. It's like creating a fence and for mosquitoes not to come in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just don't make. But I respect people that wear masks, but I just see it as control. As you know what I'm saying? You wear masks is you letting the government know that you comply to whatever they say. If tomorrow they say you gotta wear a laundry bag in your head, you're gonna see to next day people wearing laundry bags. It's just like, you know what I mean? Everything that's in the news, people follow. So I think right now we're in the tipping berg of people kind of like understanding that there's six corporations that own the news.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So they're all reading a script. You know, they all have an agenda. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that agenda is not to our best interest as a human, as humanity.
Right.
Especially the Latin people and the African American brothers and sisters. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Especially with this vaccine, like, you know, so it's just like we have to wake up and we have to realize who the enemy is, and it's not the people that we vote for. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that want us. They want to end us. You know, and it's up to us. You know, to like, you know, like to stay together because they doing everything in their power to keep us divided. You know,
absolutely.
Racism. That's why I got my song "Peace and Love." It's talking about everything that we're speaking about. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
And I'm just against racism. I'm just against like the vaccine. I'm just against and a lot of shit that's out to hurt. It's out to get us. It's out to hurt us. It's like if they're government and they want people to vote, then why they want us to take a vaccine and it's gonna hurt us. It's gonna kill us. It don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? They're pushing things that's gonna kill humanity. They're not pushing vitamin C. They're not pushing go to the gym. They're not pushing eat good. They're not pushing like vegetables. They're pushing McDonald's. They're pushing Burger King. They're pushing poison. They're not pushing things for humanity to. You know what I'm saying, my brother?
Right.
It's just like that's it. Like they're just trying to kill us. They don't want. And if we got kids, they don't want a better future for them. Like, you know, they're trying to end it. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to take us out and substitute us with robots.
Correct.
That's the future, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So people just gotta get hit. But you already know.
So how about you? Now that you know, we went
into the song. You mentioned the song.
You mentioned the song. Yeah. Tell us a little more about Peace and Love.
Basically, I did this song called Peace and Love. I did the video in East New York. It's talking about you know, like the things that's going on in the world right now, especially what we're talking about, the vaccine, the racism, you know, the police brutality that's going on, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, you know, like positive music don't get accepted, you know, like the way it should be, like because it's people been brainwashed to love like sex, drugs, alcohol, and gangster music, violence. You know what I mean? When you talk about like positive stuff or things about like, you know, it's just people find it corny. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to, you know, I created this song with an Afro beat, with my style, with dancehall, but to do it in a way that people could relate to. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real stuff that I'm speaking about. It's not something, you know what I mean? Right. So, you know, but like again, when it's peace and love, it's like, you know what I mean? But I did it with, you know, with all the love in the world, you know what I'm saying? So you already know it's getting mad love though.
Sure. So we're gonna get into that Peace and Love from Dynasty the King. And if you haven't tuned into it, and you haven't been following him, and you haven't followed us, we got a problem. So we here, Platinum Radio, DTF Radio. Let's go.
Let's go.
Imagine living in a world with peace and love. Imagine living in a world full of peace and love. Hey. Imagine living in a world full of peace and love. Imagine living in a world full of peace and love. Hey, yo, so me tell them like this, sure. No war, no
fighting. Aye, every color united. We can't stand racism. Positivity igniting. Sure. No guns, no violence. Just calm and silence. All we need from John is guidance. I him of the license. Imagine smoking tree. No comparison way. Just cool and calm with me. I them chinky. Me no want a dirty vaccine in my bloodstream. Me good and healthy and wealthy. No one I go run my life journey. Big up this whole garden. Outlaw, fuck government. Tired of the lockdown. How we a go feed we children? Them a go take away our freedom of speech and make us cover we face. So me can't stand it. Get out me let me before me crash it. Imagine living in a world full of peace and love. Imagine living in a world full of peace and love. Hey, yo, so me tell them like this. Sure. Them no want no problem. Soon we are go crush them. One by one, them all go fall like rain there. Secret society around the whole planet. People are waking up, waking up, unity equals strength. Me go and do me thing, make money street, pocket never empty. Smoke weed like Snoop D-O-double-G. Press start, me no need no key. My religion is humanity. Me no care what them chat about me. Street for me hard, not no comedy. Me style ya wicked, so me stay trendy. Aye. We are not afraid, we will never run away. Oh no, no, no. Aye. We love life too much just to give it away. You know, you know, you know, you know. After all we did, you can't treat us this way. No, 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 no. Yeah. We work too hard every day to keep him modern day slave. Yeah, 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 yeah. Imagine living in a world full of peace and love. Imagine living in a world full of peace and love. For peace and love, yeah. Yo, Dynasty the king. Seashore, yeah. To the world. Yo, humanity. Yeah, yeah, baby. Yeah.
And we back. That was
We are
Season
back.
of Love from Dynasty the King. We here.
Yeah.
That was fire.
Feeling
That was
it?
fire.
Yeah.
And I say this all the time when I'm on the radio. I don't. They usually send the music in. I don't never listen to it until they play it here.
Okay.
So I like to get
Thank you.
those vibes
Mhm.
as we're listening to it. So that was dope. I was definitely feeling the message
you,
on
brother.
that.
Appreciate
Definitely
it.
feeling the message on that.
Just making it cool to listen to positive stuff.
Right.
You know what I
Positivity,
mean?
but it definitely had like the dance hall feel, the Afro
Yeah,
beats
make-
feel. So
Make it fun.
definitely,
You know what I mean?
right,
But with
absolutely,
a message, like, which is like something that you don't really hear right now. You know
absolutely,
what I mean? So,
absolutely.
you know what I mean?
So Dynasty, tell me, you're Puerto Rican, am I correct?
I was born in Puerto Rico, yes.
So,
Puerto Rican.
so Puerto Rico.
My father's Dominican and my mother's Polish.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, my mother's is a Polak. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that's a whole mix.
Yeah, I'm
It's a mix.
Yeah, it's a dope mix. But I was born in PR and I came to Jamaica, Queens when I was 3 years old,
Okay,
and then moved to East New York, Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So I've been around, you know.
So how were you able to? Because not to sound stereotypical,
Yeah.
they always say, Puerto Ricans will do reggaeton like Daddy Yankee,
Right.
J Balvin. Then you'll have, Dominicans, bachata, aventura.
Yeah.
But then you kind of fall in to like you brought both the dance hall world and the reggaeton
Reggaeton.
world all into one. And
Right.
how difficult was that coming up?
No, I mean, it was difficult because I was a Latin doing reggae. You know what I'm saying? Like it just in the beginning it looked weird. Like it's like seeing a Chinese dude doing reggaeton. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or a white boy doing hip. I mean, with Eminem you
Nah,
saw
I
it,
feel you, but
but you
it
at
doesn't work
first,
for everybody.
in the 90s. Like with the racism was it was different back
Right,
then.
right. No,
Like it was
absolutely.
like people were like, what? Like you had to sing. Like if you black, you hip hop. If you Spanish, you know salsa,
That's a
merengue.
fact.
So now it's like like I always say Tony Sunshine. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
with Terror Squad, like he grew up where he grew up, and I grew up where I grew up. Like you have no choice but to adapt to your
To
environment.
whatever's
You know what I'm
around.
saying? Which
Absolutely.
was hip hop, R&B, and if you a Spanish dude, or it doesn't matter what race you are, but whatever your environment is, you're gonna adapt to it. You know what I mean? And
Facts.
in my time was the early '90s. It was dancehall. It was reggae. Was heavy and like I was in the melting pot. I was growing up in the melting pot of the whole like when it was really like everything was evolving like
Correct.
with Spanish reggae, where reggaeton was evolving, where reggae was popping. Like I was in it, like not in it like as an artist, but in it like musically. So to have all that, like you know what I mean, like being as being young and seeing it grow, and it made me who I am. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I just took all those elements and made myself like created Dynasty. You know what I'm saying? Which is Latino that does dancehall. Like
Right.
and people accept it because it's authentic. Like Eminem. When he spit, he sounds authentic because it's just the environment. Like wherever you grow up, it's gonna be authentic to you. It ain't no wannabe or
Right.
trying to be or you're gonna get that because some always. But when you show and prove, that's when people are gonna respect you.
That's a
And and
fact.
and and, and every
Absolutely.
time I spit or I do music, it's well respected because it sounds authentic, and you could tell from my roots that it's real. It ain't
Right.
nothing made up. You know what I'm saying?
When did you know, like, all right, this is the type of music I'm gonna do? Like, when did you know?
Like 2006, because I started out being in groups. Like I was in
Right.
like a reggaeton group, but I was singing reggae. I wasn't singing. So I was always like the reggae kid, like because
Uh huh.
when I lived in Brooklyn, I was here for a while, but then some shit went down that I had to move to Jersey. Like some school, I couldn't finish school, so I finished school in Jersey, and that's when I met up with these dudes that I was working with. It was Spanish though, and I was
Hmm.
doing reggae here in Brooklyn, so I had to do my Jamaican stuff with the Spanish. So in order for me to fit in, I had to learn like the Spanish, like with so I started with groups, and they call me like the reggae kid. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So, but when I was in this group, like once, like, because this label I was signed to went bankrupt, and my boy was like, listen, like we work, hard together. I think, we should go our separate ways, like, because he's from DR, Dominican, so he wanted to do dembow. Dembow is a genre that from
Hmm.
DR, and I wanted to do dance already. Like, I was like, you know what, like, so I was like, you know what, no doubt, my brother, do you? Good luck, boom. So that's when I became Dynasty. It was
Right.
Dynasty and Padrino. That's my boy's name, Padrino. And it was like I would spit the reggae, and he would spit the Spanish. Like,
Right.
so then when we separated, I just went straight dance hall. And when we separated, my career went like, because I just started writing like mad songs,
Right.
that right now has a lot of like millions of views. You know what I'm saying? And it made me, like it became a household name. Especially that's why I want to give a shout out to the Bronx. You know what I mean? Because the Bronx really,
Molded that.
molded Dynasty. With the wine, the Bronx wine. You know what I'm saying? Like it was because of me.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, but that's basically what it is. And it's by 2009 I became a success as a solo artist.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? As Dynasty, they call me the Prince of Dancehall. Back in those. You know
Okay.
what I mean? So
So where do you feel like it with your so we already got through your defining moments to what you wanted to do,
right.
but what do you feel like was your peak moment where you knew you were gonna pop?
I had a few of those. It's just that things didn't go. Things went left, and
Right.
then what I mean. It didn't. But I had a few. 2009. A couple of years ago, like 2018. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in Brazil. I shot 2 videos, and I was on MTV, and I thought this was it. I was about to move to Brazil. You know what I'm saying? But things went left. Of course, things didn't go right, and I had a kid.
He is an
Yeah,
adorable little kid.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. So there. So, but it was a few times. You know what I'm saying. I was signed to Rock La Familia. That's Jay Z's label.
Uh-huh.
But True Life got locked up, and then things went left. You know what I mean. But I was signed to Test Move. You know, big
Okay.
DJ from Hot
Yeah.
97. You know, but it's just that it's been tough for me as an artist because being Latino, doing dance hall, a lot of people that really wanted to help me out. You know what I'm saying? That really saw something in me. They tried their best, but it's difficult in this game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's not easy. Like for Tony Sunshine, look, he had Fat Joe, and it
Right.
wasn't easy for him. Like Eminem, it wasn't easy for him. Like, but so being Latino doing dancehall in New York City, you know what I'm saying? It's not easy, but at
Yeah.
least I've done a lot though. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So, but you already know I'm still going. I haven't given up.
How do you? So wait, the stations like La Mega and like is Univision didn't you didn't get no backing from them
Not
at all?
really, because they don't. And back then it was all Spanish. Now they're playing like Alex Sensation is playing mad like English stuff. Like you'd be like, what? This is La Mega or Hot 97? You know what I'm saying?
I,
I be getting like, but back then like
It was just strictly
it was straight
Spanish.
Spanish. So if you do a little English or something, they'll be like, nah, we don't accept it. So it was, I'm telling you, like from the 90s till like it's been super hard.
yeah, but back in the day, and correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
because I had used to follow, especially with SoundCloud, because Apple and all of that wasn't really doing streaming back then.
Right.
So you had remixes to like Don Omar.
Yeah, that was played on Omega, like, but it was blended with the, like, I had to do I did a remix of Don Omar,
Uh-huh.
an English version, and it blew up. So
Okay.
that's the Don Omar version was so big that they winded up like, what I'm saying, mixing like my version with his, and that's the only way like my reggae version, was able to be played on what I'm saying, on Omega.
I still think his music had a good balance of both, the way it was enough commercial and enough Spanish for a radio station that
Correct.
you know but they didn't play him as much. So it's just like, okay, we know why the music industry is hard to get tracks in now,
Yeah.
but wouldn't it have been easier back then?
Nah.
Nah, because you gotta. So probably more than likely with him, what was going on was that, like he's been saying, he was a Latino doing reggae.
Okay,
So where's the market?
That's what I mean.
Where's You got to tell me, where has there ever been a market? Because the appearance is everything.
I
So
if,
he
if
might.
you a
You
reggaeton
can't tell
artist,
me.
that's what I'm
Right,
saying.
that's
If
different.
you
But
reggaeton,
he's
if you sing
doing
hip hop,
strictly reggae.
you do hip hop. I'm a,
So
I'm a
where
Latino
where
doing. It's like a Sean Paul
right
doing, but I'm Puerto Rican, Dominican doing straight Jamaican reggae,
right
and it's
and
like
where
the way
have
I
you
look.
seen that?
So it's just
Where have you seen that?
exactly, and it's
So
like
it's
people accept me, but it's not like
they accept you because it's dope that you do it authentically.
exactly like wow,
But where's the market for it?
exactly like
So
how
where can
what
he
can I
go
do
and perform where he'd be accepted?
exactly.
I mean, I also feel like the summer would be the best time for like dance hall and everything to spike up. So I
But the
feel
Right.
dancehall places, they
But
all want all dancehall artists from Jamaica, and
right.
they all
So
like,
now
you know what
if
I
he
mean?
comes in and he's an artist and being from Puerto Rico and being Latino and he comes into a reggae, let's say open mic,
Right.
and they're not gonna fall for it.
They're not gonna expect it.
They're not gonna fall for it.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, it's dope that he does it, but I could already see the problems that he was having.
Like the
I can
company,
see
like
it.
the
Right.
CEOs, like the
Because
people the
the
bunnies that want to
companies will
invest.
see it.
Like, how
They'll
can I
see
get my money back from
right.
this investment?
Right.
Like
Because they'll see it. That's what he's been signed. So they see the potential. But it's like, yo, finding that audience
yeah,
and then keeping that audience, it's probably easier for them now because once they find out the audience for it, they can hone in on it and just stay
exactly.
on it. Back in the day, they wanted you back in the day to entertain everyone.
Like if
It
it was
was like
Spanish, it's
everything.
Spanish. If
Right.
you do reggae, it's like you gotta do what you can't. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically. But now is now you
Right.
got so
No.
many
Now. Right.
collaborations.
Right.
You got
And
Sean Paul with Faruko. Like it's different. It's
exactly,
accept now. If I come in, like if a label was to, they'll be
they
like,
know what to
oh,
do. They
it's
Well,
know what to
let me
do.
ask
easy.
you a question though. Would you actually go to a label now that could you consider yourself independent like we were talking about before?
Right.
Okay. First of all, these big people going independent is gonna fuck the game up for everyone. I'm just saying this. We're fucked going forward.
Being
You know.
independent.
I don't think so.
No, because
No.
I
once the
think.
no
I
no no
think.
no no, you're missing like when the bigger people like
Yeah.
yourself, like if they talk about Drake going independent, that
Right.
kind of puts us that are well you because you're an artist, I'm just a photographer. It'll put the smaller independents to shame because you're gonna have these big name people, and this is what we've talked about.
But
Right.
they're still gonna have. They're still gonna have. We're still as independent as we are. We're gonna still have the issues that we face because people like Drake, even though they're gonna go independent, they're gonna always have the money to fund.
Exactly.
And that's the one thing that we're that as independents don't have. We don't have the budgets. We don't have the, you know what I'm saying, the money and things like that. So they'll always have a one up on
They're
us,
always gonna
regardless
shine.
of whether or not they become independent or not. It'll fuck the game up a little bit, but I think people are looking at it way too ahead into the future about that. Like,
See, right now, being independent, sorry to cut you off, it's just people want to see like the people's new ideas. Like, you
right,
know what I mean? Like you shoot a video in Williamsburg with the graffiti. It's just when you sign with a label, you gotta do what you're told. You gotta if they want to choose a place that you don't want to, but you have
you
to,
gotta
and
go.
it could be with a butterfly and rainbow, and you gotta sing in front of a rainbow. You gotta do it. You can't say no. But being independent, I shoot my own video. I write what I write. I sing what I sing. I do what I want. It's. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like he said, financially, it's not easy because everything costs. But if you really want to get to the top as an artist, you could do it independently. Like right now, it doesn't cost much. Like you put your music on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You put your music on Instagram, or you could push your music on social media. People are gonna check you. You could do things on your own, and you could
Right,
get. Of course, with a label, they for years they have all the plugs around the world to get you to the
absolutely,
top quick.
right,
But like with labels too, they have their own agendas. They sign people, and if you don't cooperate, they shelf you. Like it's messed up. Like there's a lot of artists with dope talent that they don't know the business, and they get
right.
trapped in a contract, and they can't be creative because they want to control the artist. It's just a lot of reasons why the artist doesn't want to be signed to a label right now these times. And don't get me wrong, there's artists that are comfortable, that they love their labels, and the labels is taking care of them, and it's beautiful.
Right.
But there's a lot of artists that been through a lot, like me, and I just feel like independent, is the way to go right now. And if you got a few soldiers that you feel like they you could trust them, and they they see the big vision with your career, then you hire them and you put them down with you. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
But you keep it
Keep it close.
you keep it. You know what I mean? So you already know.
How about you though? Like especially now, it's very difficult to be an independent as it is
Yeah, it's very
in the
difficult.
way
True.
we
I ain't even
in
gonna
the
hold
in
you.
the, in the
It's
times
super.
we're in, right?
Hell yeah.
But you told me like we started talking when we were in the office before about how someone that's been on bigger stages,
Right.
you know, is accepting the reality that we might not be able to actually go to a concert again.
That's my fear right now because they saying like this new normal right now is like basically virtual, and you won't ever get the experience to see an artist live again. And that right there is that shit breaks my heart because like an artist is music, music, like the talent with the writing
Writing. Hmm.
and the performance. Like if
Hmm.
you could perform on stage, you know what I'm saying? And it's like to take that away from an artist is not right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just same with sports. Like I was talking before. If you can't, it's different when you go and
Yeah, and
you
everybody.
supporting and you got the T-shirt on and
Yeah.
that you buy the album or it's just different than now you're home on a screen and you're seeing it from your house. Like nah, you don't people don't understand what's happening and they're trying to make that normal. So, you know what I'm saying? But basically, I pray that, things go back to normal. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But, because as an artist, we depend on shows, especially with the streaming. We don't make that unless you get millions and millions and millions of streamings, then you see real money. But besides that, if you don't have shows, then you have to depend on streaming and you're gonna be asked out. You know what I'm saying? And that's when people probably give up. They don't if they depend on music to survive, you know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you a question though. How do you feel like as an artist you're saving yourself during this pandemic to keep your career alive
Right.
without just putting songs for streaming? How do you think, we can better or you can better like apply yourself to extend your reach, seeing as we don't have shows anymore? Like you do the virtual shows?
Merchandise, if you have a big fan base, you can make merchandise, make t-shirts, make hats, just try to always have that connection with your fans. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not even all about money. You could do free things for them. Like even if you have to do a virtual free show for them just to keep them happy, do it. But just always have that interaction with your fans, and create a traffic that they will always gonna interact with you in whichever way, as long as they support you. Because once you lose the support with the fans, then you might as well give up. You know, I'm gonna keep it honest with you, and that's something that's hard to do, to keep up, to keep yourself relevant, to you know what I mean. So, but that's basically my idea for this time now. You know what I'm saying? Until they open things up again, hopefully.
And you built a studio out of your own
Yeah,
home.
and I built a studio in my crib, which is beautiful. Now
a blessing.
that's the blessing. I can knock out mad songs
Whenever you want.
Whenever I want. Wake up, record. Go to sleep, record.
So I'm gonna let you choose. You want me to play Sexy Lady or The Baddest?
You can play the Sexy Lady.
Okay. So how about
Shout
you?
out to Bones. Bones, the producer. This is an Afrobeat ID called Sexy Lady. I'm gonna shoot the video for that real soon too. So check it out. Bless.
Hey, Dynasty the king, Bones. Ooh, oh. Hey, sexy lady, I need you and I want you. Come on over, sexy lady. I got you where I want you. Oh my God, you're so wavy. You take me on the space. Wind up your bumper, wind up your waist. You set my soul on fire. No girl can replace, lady. I need you and I want you. Come on over, sexy lady. I got you where I want you. Oh my God, you're so wavy. You take me out of space. Wind up your bumper, wind up your waist. You set my soul on fire. No girl can replace. I've been wanting you for so long. Everything about you turns me on. It's like a heavy drug when you hit it one time. I want you more and more. I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh girl, when I first laid my eyes on you, I said thank God I knew dreams came true. I never want us to separate. You give me that good vibe I need every day. Oh girl, hey sexy lady, I need you and I want you. Come on over, sexy lady. I got you where I want you. Oh my God, you're so wavy. You take me out of space. Wind up your bumper, wind up your waist. You set my soul on fire. No girl can replace, lady. I need you and I want you. Come on over, sexy lady. I got you where I want you. Oh my God, you're so wavy. You take me out of space. Wind up your bumper, wind up your waist. You set my soul on fire. No girl can replace. Girl, rock out and show them now. Give them the energy them need pan you. When you twerk up your body, them will jump on you. Boom. Fat body and clean hold too. Good ass girl, she not play number two. Wifey material always come through. Me not lie, me always sleep good. Get close and me want grind on you. You not the regular, yeah you want me treasurer. Me want to tackle on the bed like a wrestler. Give it to you hot, girl, how you like it raw. You want anaconda, not like a straw. You not the regular, girl, you want me treasurer. Me want to tackle on the bed like a wrestler. Give it to you hot, girl, how you like it raw. Hey baby girl. Hey, sexy lady, I need you and I want you. Come on over, sexy lady. I got you where I want you. Oh my God, you're so wavy. You take me out to space. Wind up your bumper, wind up your waist. You set my soul on fire. No girl can replace, lady. I need you and I want you. Come on over, sexy lady. I got you where I want you. Oh my God, you're so wavy. You take me out to space. Wind up your bumper, wind up your waist. You set my soul on fire. No girl can replace. Dynasty, the kingdom. You don't know. Big up me burn out bones. Yeah. But now city. You don't know.
We are back.
Yo, yo.
Let's do this.
So, shout out to everyone checking in on the check-in right now. The Evening Experience, Suplex Sparrow. Shout out to everyone on Dynasty's Live. Shout out
Yes,
to our
sir.
listener that on DTF Radio and
Shout
of
out,
course
yo.
on Platinum Radio.
Appreciate y'all for checking us.
Yo, thank you for checking us.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming.
I'm
Shout out
saying?
to our sponsor, the Talent Wave.
Talent Wave.
No doubt.
Yo, we be trying to do the shit, but so one of your listeners asked what you have coming up.
Yeah, I got new music coming up. I got this new song called Hustle Every Day. You know what I'm saying? I just want to let y'all know that I'm working a lot and I got, you know what I'm saying, new tunes coming. So you already know.
Have you ever tried to perform at Carnival or something like that? Ever
Yeah,
before?
I actually had a beat this year in Canada for the one in Toronto.
Oh, okay.
What's the name of that? The Caravana.
Right.
And I did it the year before, but they didn't know who I was. They let me rock, but they didn't let me sing. But they said that this year they was gonna let me sing on a float on one of the biggest floats for the trend, like
Oh,
for the
word.
for the Caravana with a big DJ
Right.
perform, and the pandemic
COVID.
happened.
Right.
Ugh, you
Screwed a
don't
lot of people's
understand. It
plans
screwed up
bro.
so much for a lot of people. I could imagine, but this was my year to perform out there in the carnival in
Right.
Toronto, Canada. Shout out to everybody in Toronto.
Yo, if you had,
Delirious.
sorry, my love.
Okay.
If you had to tell something to the future of music, to the younger generation that want to follow in your footsteps, what would you tell them?
I mean, I would tell them never give up. It all depends on the passion, how much they love it. You know what I'm saying? I come from the old school, so the love I have for music, it also comes from my family. Like I really love music. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not even about the money anymore because money don't mean shit to me anymore. I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's about memories, it's about love, it's about, so I'm on some, like if you really love music, and I mean to blow up and make millions and millions of dollars right now, I don't it all depends on who you have supporting you or what label you signed to, but just don't give up. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to make it, don't give up. You're always going to go through ups and downs. Don't let that discourage you. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing it for a lot of years. I'm still going through ups and downs and I'm still trying to make it, like, and I just love it, and I don't care what stops me, like what tries to stop me. I'm gonna keep moving forward, and I say that to everybody that's doing anything in life. Just don't give up. If you really love it and you want to make it happen, just fight, because you might as well keep. You only get one life to live. You might as well fight, to get what I'm saying, the results that you want from what you love. You know what I mean? So never give up. You know what I mean? So you already know. It's all up to you at the end of the day.
So, my love, you said Hustle Every Day is the new track, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you got it though.
I have it in my
Oh,
email.
you have it? Okay, okay.
So, before we do our closeouts after the song for you, just tell us a little about Hustle Every Day.
Hustle Every Day is this song that I did like just in the hood, making sure that you take care of your family. But it's a party dance hall. It kind of got like a 2007, so people love it, like that style of dance hall right now, So it's one of them club bangers, you know what I'm saying? So it makes you dance.
and it's about, you know what I'm saying, getting that money every day. You know what I mean? So you already know. Hustle every day. Yeah, man.
Yo, yo, Dynasty, I come tell him how it is. Boom, you hear me now? Hey, tell him like this. I saw me stay, I saw me stay. I come from a place where we hustle every day. I saw me stay, I saw me stay, I saw me stay. Come from a place where we hustle every day. Yo, next money say me never give excuse. Any negativity, I know say me refuse. Simple and boots and me gal Louis shoe. Me never ask for the price, just buy and go through. If you make it in New York, you make it anywhere. Always gonna get gully, no fear. If you a snitch, make your life disappear. The switch is on fire till the hot here. I saw me stay. I come from a place where we hustle every day. I saw me stay. I saw me stay. I saw me stay. Come from a place where we hustle every day. I saw me stay. I saw me stay. I come from a place where we hustle every day. I saw me stay. I saw me stay. I saw me stay. Come from a place where we hustle every day. Make it clean, never walk around dirty. That president in my pocket never for me. They are easy, cool and calm and healthy. Got a youth ready for boss off Venice gully. Big up this camera them, big up the thugs them, big up the independent ladies who no big friend. Big up the family fi always give me we straight. Say money for me mind, money never end. Justice is always calling. But hustle till the morning. Better watch out for the warning. You know them always want it. Money say me pre, say me never take chick. Them is a fish shines real nice for me neck. Bugatti me a drive like a boss, nothing less. Me live a fast life, only slow when me stress. I saw me stay, I saw me stay. I come from a place where we hustle every day. I saw me stay, I saw me stay, I saw me stay. Come from a place where we hustle every day. I saw me stay, I saw me stay. I come from a place where we hustle every day. I saw me stay, I saw me stay, I saw me stay. Come from a place where we hustle every day. Yo, Dynasty the king. Say guys are in him. Caribbean massive. So me tell them like this. Hey, big up boss lady. Hey.
I would
That would be
definitely.
dope.
I mean,
Appreciate that.
I would definitely be with it. I just dropped my phone, but that's okay.
It's all right.
Who would you do a versus with?
A verse?
A versus?
A versus?
You know the versus shit that they was doing on Instagram, and they go get two artists against each other or whatever.
You wouldn't go up against any dancehall artist?
Yeah. Go.
I can see you go up against Sean Paul.
Sure, I'll do it with Sean
I can
Paul.
see that.
I can see that happen.
Imagine versus.
I think that would be.
Dynasty with
I
Sean
think
Paul,
that
that'd
would be
crazy.
your. Because you guys have similar styles. That I see that.
Yeah.
I see that. That would be probably.
The
best
reason why
bet.
people say that though, because I just want to like say this real quick, because it's always like the people kind of give me a similarity to Sean Paul. His idol and my idol are the same idol. So when you grow
Yeah,
up listening
right.
to
That y'all gonna have that.
you're gonna have a
same
similarity. So that's why people
copy.
always kind of tell me like, "Yo, Dynasty, like you kind of have you remind me of Sean Paul, whatever." But they don't understand that Sean
Right.
Paul and I, we Super Cat. If you know Super Cat
Right.
from back in the days,
Uh-huh.
we have that similarity, and that's my idol. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, but yeah, so I just want to make sure my fans know that. You know what I mean?
So, my love, where can they find you?
They could find me in all social media, Dynasty the King. Dynasty the King.
Dynasty the
You know what
King.
I'm saying?
My love, thank you so much for coming with us.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you for
appreciate
having me.
you.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
God
Yo,
bless. Shout out
you
to
a
the
real
fans.
one. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Shout out to DTF Radio for always having me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so
Appreciate it.
we're gonna get into the baddest, and we're gonna go into our music break. And yeah, this is Welcome to the Rawrrzone, DTF Radio, Platinum
God
Radio, sponsored by Talent Wave. Let's go.
Sun just look nice on you. That's why me love when the summer come. Nice fit body from head to toe. Yeah. Girl, you are the baddest. When you walk that walk, you are the baddest. We turn up when we bump and grind. You complete me tell you you're the realest. Yeah. Girl, you are the baddest. When you do that thing, you are the finest. Yeah. Good energy energy me get from you. Every time me I tell you the baddest. When me pull up in me drop top, people them a look and say yo who that? No for them I know them can't touch for me back. And if them move them off get gunshots. Me girl say she want some Henny. Me I feed my stomach cause she want to get ready and give me a look like she want to fuck. So me give her me rock it and lock it and set it yo. Give me the bubble and wine for me. Rotate your body and grind the thing. Tonight we are gonna light up the city and spark up a dirty and scream fuck quarantine. Me not believe in social distance. Come close, I want to feel your existence. Let's get lit cause life is one. Nobody a go stop it. So me I go tell you, girl you are the baddest. When you walk that walk you are the baddest. We turn up when we bump and grind. You complete me tell you you're the realest. Yeah, girl you are the baddest. When you do that thing you are the finest. Yeah. Good energy me get from you. Every time me I tell you you're the baddest. Let's make love under the palm tree. Free Willy, sex on the beach. The way you in on that bikini make your backside jiggle when you twerk it. Buckle up y'all, we don't have no time to waste. Come give me your lips, me want taste. No other girl can replace. Every minute with you, girl, me want to embrace. You're a vibe, me not tell no lie. The way you smile, you know it worthwhile. This summertime, and we are go cool off next to the beach side. Yeah, yeah. Can't worry about tomorrow. We have to live it up day by day. Don't care what them I say. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Sundress look nice on you. That's when me love when the summer come. Nice fit body from head to toe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Girl, you are the baddest. When you walk that walk, you are the baddest. We turn up when we bump and grind. You complete me tell you you're the realest. Yeah, girl, you are the baddest. When you do that thing, you are the finest. Yeah, good energy me get from you. Every time me I tell you you're the baddest. This is Dynasty, the king, yeah, yeah, yeah. Big up C-sharp, whoa.
All she know is go get it. She works hard for the money, she's so ambitious. All she know is go get it. She's so in love with the hustling, She works hard for the money, she's so ambitious. All she know is go get it. She's so in love with the hustling, putting herself and friends in position. Lavish lifestyle and fruition, fixing up credit, paying off tuition. Best thing for a man on the grind is a woman focused on a vision, getting her bag. Yeah, that's my type. Hold it down with the ease while I build her up, cause I know she the wifey type. There's more to her work, turn her crib to a home, break bread, her second nature. So I try to keep the crowd all the way to the side. Let me go and give you some favors. How you treat a paper chaser. Let me cater to your wants and your needs one time. Let me know how you love to be pleased one time, cause I know how I feel being up in the field. Let a nigga beat it up till you scream one time. Know you got your own true inspiration, must admit it. Put me on to a thing or two when it's time to go get it. Did I mention she works hard for the money, she's so ambitious. All she knows is go get it. She's so in love with the hustling, boss lady in position. She works hard for the money, she's so ambitious. All she knows is go get it. She's so in love with the hustling, one thing worth to mention. She works hard for the money, she's so ambitious. All she knows is go get it. She's so in love with the hustling, boss lady in position. She works hard for the money, she's so ambitious. All she knows is go get it. She's so in love with the hustling, one thing worth to mention.
Gotta go get it, gotta go get the bag, go get the cash, go get the stack. It's fuck these niggas, get the cash. So if you really want this, gotta apply that pressure. Just like the pack, gotta be loud and knock me off my feet. Knock me off my feet. Can you take me to my peak? Cause I can make you reach your heart. I'm a different type of bitch, I'm with the shit. Yeah, I run the shit, spend the stack, on the pack, flip that shit, make it back, simple math. Don't need a nigga, I'm about to hustle. So what can you add? What can you offer? I'ma need a super treat. Can you get a bring that super D? Yeah. Can you get this stack? Can you spend it all on me, a little treat? So what's it gonna be?
She works hard for the money, she's so ambitious. All she knows is go get it. She's so in love with the hustling, boss lady in position. She works hard for the money, she's so ambitious. All she knows is go get it. She's so in love with the hustling, one thing worth to mention. She works hard for the money, she's so ambitious. All she knows is go get it. She's so in love with the hustling, boss lady in position. She works hard for the money, she's so ambitious. All she knows is go get it. She's so in love with the hustling, one thing worth to mention. All she know is go get it.
It's rose cold music. When a bitch was down and out, ain't nobody wanna hold me. But now a bitch is glowing, they all wanna hold me now. He claiming that he holding and that he gon' hold me down. When you look like money, they all wanna come around. They come around, I bet they come around. When you look like money, they all wanna come around. They stay hitting me up when they know that I'm around. Now they acting like they love me cause they see what I'm about. They come around, I bet they come around. They come around, I bet they come around. Yo. Make your nigga head tilt like some water in his ear. Got the toughest bitches scared cause I'm swimming in they fears. They scared to leave the hood, scared to do something good with they life. And they wonder why a nigga never wife. Go and separate yourself from what's making you struggle. Then you'll probably understand what it means to hustle. Learn to trust nobody, no matter how much they love you. Cause God wouldn't have made hell if he knew we could trust you. When a bitch was down and out, ain't nobody wanna hold me. But now a bitch is glowing, they all wanna hold me down. He claiming that he holding and that he gon' hold me down. When you look like money, they all wanna come around. They come around, I bet they come around. When you look like money, they all wanna come around. They stay hitting me up when they know that I'm around. Now they acting like they love me cause they see what I'm about. They come around, I bet they come around. They come around, I bet they come around. I don't need a gang, I don't need a team to show these bitches I'm bout that. It's funny how money bring around them same niggas you'd want back. I'm blessed up like Italian born baby at its baptism. If I make a call, I'm kicking bitches up out they seat like fast rhythm. With a mean mug cause I don't like people. You kissing ass, we not equal. Wrongs made, that will never change. You sniffing coke when I'm center stage. Ain't like me then, don't like me now. You will never see a better day. My best life, I'm fucking living long as a bitch they get paid. When a bitch was down and out, ain't nobody wanna hold me. But now a bitch is glowing, they all wanna hold me down. He claiming that he holding and that he gon' hold me down. When you look like money, they all wanna come around. They come around, I bet they come around. When you look like money, they all wanna come around. They stay hitting me up when they know that I'm around. Now they acting like they love me cause they see what I'm about. They come around, I bet they come around. They come around, I bet they come around.
With you is where I'm supposed to be. So kill my curiosity. Baby, give me what I need. Cause you the drug and I'm the fiend. Yeah, so take me where I wanna go. Don't hold it back, just give me more. We got a lot more to explore. It ain't no time to take it slow, slow. Oh, it feels better when I'm with you. And oh, it runs deep and makes me weak for you. And oh, it feels good, I wanna take it and put it in a bottle so I save it all. Cause it's something about you. You're the perfect situation. The perfect situation. Want you in heavy rotation. Cause it's something about you. You're the perfect situation. The perfect situation. Want you in heavy rotation. Cause it's something about you. It's something like about you. Like the desert needs the rain. Like a needle needs a vein. I need you more than words can say. So don't you dare give it away. No, you got that antidote I'm needing. Want you to swim up in my deep end. On you, baby, I deep in. Now you know you got me deep in love. Oh, it feels better when I'm with you. Oh, it runs deep, it makes me weak for you. Only when I'm with you. And oh, you ain't never out of season. Winter follows spring, summertime, I'm feeling you. Oh. You're the perfect situation. The perfect situation. Want you in heavy rotation. Cause it's something about you. You're the perfect situation. The perfect situation. Want you in heavy rotation. Cause it's something about you. It's something about you. I hope you believe me when I say you're perfect. You're the one. You're the definition of perfection. And maybe you're a whole new experience. I'm falling, baby, I'm falling hard. Cause there's something about you. You're the perfect situation. The perfect situation. Want you in heavy rotation. Cause there's something about you. You're the perfect situation. The perfect situation. Want you in heavy rotation. Cause there's something about you. It's something about you. Cause it's something about you. It's something about you.
I'm working, I'm twerking, I'm getting paper. He see me, he working, but I'm chasing the paper. I'm working, I'm twerking, I'm getting paper. He see me, he working, but I'm chasing the paper. Daddy, you already know. I don't need no handouts, boy. I got my own damn dough. Yeah, I'm stacking heavy shit, hang low. Yes, I got a real big ass in a pocket full of dough. Don't be hating, bitch. Now watch me drop it low. I put my hands on my knees and make the booty bounce. So yeah, I be twerking, but that don't make me no hoe. Chocolate City in the building, throwing money. Yes, bitch, we popping mugs. And that Henny and that Douce, that cranberry real juice. He like to look at my booty. I'm taking shots, getting loose. Hey, nigga, goof face, but that's goof face. Got an OnlyFans, but I won't pay. Fuck with me and don't play. I said fuck with me and don't play. I'm working, I'm twerking, I'm getting paper. He see me, he open, but I'm chasing the paper. I'm working, I'm twerking, I'm getting paper. He see me, he open, but I'm chasing this paper. Yeah, I'm working and twerking instead of getting this paper. And this nigga keep flirting, so I said, see you later. He said later, we on round 10. Throw the pussy, see he back again. On time, it's him for the win. I'm going down while I twerking back. Ass fat, ain't no need for him. Make it clap, watch a nigga head spin. Bounce the back while I sit on him. Ride a dick like a competition. Ain't no stopping me till I reach my win. Grip my ass, baby, smack that shit. He gon' watch till I come on him. That dick hitting, let's do it again. My phone ringing, baby, pass that shit. Sugar calling your sis, what it is. Spin the block, pick me up and sit. Got bounce playing, watch turk that shit. My phone ringing, baby, pass that shit. It's Jen calling your sis, what it is. Spin the block, pick me up and sit. Got big bottles, we about to get lit. I'm working, I'm twerking, I'm getting paper. He see me, he open, but I'm chasing this paper. I'm working, I'm twerking, I'm getting paper. He see me, he open, but I'm chasing this paper.
Gang. Mob shit only, nigga. Period.
I'm a beauty and I beast. I can never settle for the least. When and bought the pen, it's just a free. Wearing all my chains, but I'm free. I could turn a Bella or a beast. I could get you set up for a fee. I was never regular to me. I can't turn my back on the regime. I'm a beauty and I beast. I can never settle for the least. When and bought a pen, it's just a free. Wearing all my chains, but I'm free. I could turn a Bella or a beast. I could get you set up for a fee. I was never regular to me. I can't turn my back on no regime. Where the crown at? I've been moving through the bitty where I'm found at. I just went to get a pen just to drown that. Dripping way before you bitches where the lies at. Ew, all you bitches still disgust me. If you talking about the greatest, you disgust me. I've been leading with the lines, you won't cut me. And I'm mobbing 1800, we ain't cut, please. Send me that deposit if you need me for a show. We gon' get it poppin' if you speaking on the dough. I ain't got a problem if you got it, let me know. All my niggas solid, if you riding, we don't go. Andy still a rebel, get a shovel if you dig it. I just met the devil, still the hottest bitch up in it. This ain't nothing new to me, ain't nothing they can do to me. Serving all you bitches, but still waiting for gratuity. Peeping all the snaking, cause you hating, you ain't fooling me. You don't put it work and get no payment, you ain't using me. Standing in the huddle, cause a puddle of the jewelry. If it's not I love you, then it's fuck you from the new of me. Angie. I'm a beauty and I beast. I can never settle for the least. When and bought the pen, it's just a free. Wearing all my chains, but I'm free. I could turn a Bella or a beast. I could get you set up for a fee. I was never regular to me. I can't turn my back on no regime. I'm a beauty and I beast. I can never settle for the least. When and bought the pen, it's just a free. Wearing all my chains, but I'm free. I could turn a Bella or a beast. I could get you set up for a fee. I was never regular to me.
We're back.
Yo, we're back. We're fucking back.
Yo, fucking Mikey wanted me goddamn insulting. Yo, rest in peace, Eddie Van Halen, legendary rocker. You know,
It's a
it
fact.
claimed history. Even though Mikey wanted to be like behind the scenes, I ain't white. You know.
Right. I said I don't recognize guys' music because I'm not white. But I was just playing. I know who he is. You know what I'm saying?
Mikey's just such a hater. But weekend vibes, because we didn't get into them with Dynasty. But how?
Right. Weekend was dope. A normal weekend. Daddy duties. We did pop out at Legends
Yo, we have fun
on
at
Sunday.
Legends.
Yo, listen, I can be honest with you. Legends to me was a fucking blur because I was boo loving the whole time.
You really were though, and you were saucy.
I was wild. It was wild boo loving
You
going
were
on
wild boo loving.
at the bar.
I have the images though.
Right. So Katie got pictures of me boo loving in the bar, but it's okay though because I enjoyed it. I can't tell you what happened in the pay per view, because it was what NXT Takeover
First of
31.
all, NXT Takeover kind of, you know, I was just like didn't live to the hype I was expecting.
sometimes I think when stuff is overhyped, it just you get into that hype, and then it just becomes a letdown. Like I thought fucking Clash of Champions was fucking
Yo, that shit
amazing,
was fucking amazing. What
and
are you talking
I
about?
say this like all the time that that's gonna be one of those pay-per-views that I'll personally always
You
remember.
rewatch.
Like I always remember that shit. Like I'll be like, yo, that was such a dope pay-per-view. Like that'll stick with me. Like the storytelling, everything was so good. NXT Takeover, it was cool for the little bits and pieces I watched because I was boo loving, but you know, it is what it is.
You know, she gonna hate you for saying that. Like,
No, because I already told her I was gonna do it. I preempted it. So
she's still gonna probably hit you up and say, "No, you weren't boo loving.
she knows I was boo loving. She knows she can't deny
You
it.
were OD boo loving with the new Michael Bostic."
Right, I had the fresh cut. You know
The
what I'm
whole
saying?
bar
I
didn't
had the
recognize
outfit.
you.
I had nobody recognized me. I had the glasses on. You know what I'm saying? I came in there a little different, but it was good fun. I hadn't been out in a while,
Yo, no, that's a
so
whole fact. We haven't gone out for
forget
anything that
about
wasn't for us.
like even before the pandemic. Like I'm not a person that goes out, so it was pretty dope to get out and what I'm saying, just mingle with people and see what was going on, realizing that everybody goes through the same shit we go through, regardless of the business or the platform or whatever. It's like it's all the same bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Girl, I
it's
had
all the
beer,
same.
wings, and tequila and a good time.
Yo, those wings was fire.
Those wings were fire. And it was on a special too, mind you, 25 for 25.
It's not bad at all. The wings were kind of fire,
You
but
know.
like I said, I was boo loving the whole time, so I wasn't really paying no attention to
I
all that.
mean, yeah, man. But it was hella fun.
Yo, like I said, I had a great time.
It was nice for
I
me to
had a
go and
great
feel
time.
like I could dress up and go out again. Like,
Yo, that's always a good thing, yo. It's always a good thing. It's always a good thing,
all right. So our weekends were good.
right?
So something started trending again, right? And
What
it's probably
started
gonna be our
trending?
last thing before we decide to get the fuck out because there's a bed calling my name, right? Um, Charlemagne is trending again,
Right.
and not only because it's just Charlemagne, right? Because he did the Black Media Network and all of that good
Uh huh.
stuff, right? He's trending now because he's just an asshole.
What was it that he did again? There
So,
was something with.
so first there was Twitter went crazy because someone found the article about him raping someone, supposedly raping somebody,
Really?
allegedly. We're talking about back in 2001. Then, um, after that, like there was a quote that like his wife had said that the first time they got together intimately, she was asleep.
Wait, this is the girl that.
He's now married to.
Oh, his wife. Right. I've heard this story before.
So,
He's told this exact. That's why when you said it, I was like, wait. I've heard this before.
so it
He's
was the
told the
story
story
about his
about his wife.
wife. So
Right.
the story about his wife, but there's another story that supposedly happened.
With his wife before they were like the first time they were together.
Yeah, and that's
Right.
but there was another incident where someone actually pressed charges on Charlemagne.
Really.
Yes,
Hmm.
and I honestly feel like all of this plus they did a reel on the Breakfast Club as to why Charlemagne is trending, and they put all the episodes of how he was being an asshole to Jennifer Lopez, this, that, and the third. So apparently, maybe after him coming after Joe with Spotify, the editorial karma came back to bite him back.
I mean, Charlemagne is an asshole to everybody, and then he plays the.
Equal opportunity asshole.
He always plays the I'm the radio guy thing, and I like, yo, that's cool, but that's no reason to be like. It's okay if you're gonna be funny, but there's no reason to be disrespectful. Like he was. I feel like the Lil Mama interview was way off course. Uh, uh,
I don't like what he was saying to Bobby Lights when he interviewed him. Bobby Lights from Love and Hip Hop floor at Miami.
Miami. I didn't watch that interview, but I'm not a fan of him. Be like anyway.
I mean, it doesn't like so. Despite whatever, but he was asking a lot of questions about like like weird ass questions about his sexuality. That, in my opinion.
Well, yeah. So I always feel like Charlemagne is obsessed with um homosexual culture. I feel like he does ask entirely too many questions dealing with homosexuality and shit. Sometimes way inappropriately. Like sometimes I think it's just like, yo, where did that come from? You know what I'm saying?
Man, all I know is it's just like technically Takashi went to jail,
Right.
came out. All of this stuff happened. Wasn't he supposed to suck like Takashi's dick or something?
Right.
Because he claimed he wasn't gay.
Right.
I'm still waiting for that day where.
No, I'm not. Absolutely not.
Listen, man, I
Don't
want
want to
people.
see it. Don't want to partake.
No, I don't
in
want to see it, but I want to know, like, at least the articles know it happened. Like, yo,
Nah, he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it.
he's gonna low key come out, bro.
He's not gonna do it.
He's gonna low key come out. I'm just saying.
There's no way. Absolutely no fucking way.
Yo, Mikey, what are we feeling like for next week, though?
What we got going on? We got a draft tomorrow.
We got our draft. We have our draft tomorrow. You're doing SmackDown. I'm doing SmackDown. You're doing Raw.
That's what she said.
Whoa! Boom.
Right.
Boom.
Nah, but Ray's doing
NXT and Mikey got
I got Raw.
Raw.
So we're gonna go live tomorrow
on our Facebook and our YouTube.
Facebook. What time is that gonna be?
8:30.
Okay, that should be fine for me. That should be fine. But that works.
We're gonna see who got the more superior brand.
Right.
Obviously, SmackDown.
And then hopefully, with everything going on, we'll be able to keep up with it weekly and see how our picks are doing and stuff like that. We'll figure all of that out as we go along. But tomorrow we're doing a draft, pretty much. Before the draft starts on Friday. WWE draft starts Friday, so we're gonna do our own little mock draft.
We're gonna have some fun, talk some shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mikey gonna be in the car.
Probably. Yeah, I'll probably be in the car.
Probably.
Yeah, I'll probably be in the car.
Man, that's a beauty though, that car. But Friday we got our Live at 9 with Richard Picasso, aka Richard Love Yo-Yos. We're gonna talk about Lutis Nature, his latest project and things he's got going on. That's on our Rawrrzone Instagram Live. We're gonna go into our last song of the night. Then we're gonna do our closing. And then close out with something else. But this is Magneto from Ron Salem featuring Ace Felly all the way from New Jersey. Shout out to them. Let's go.
Yeah, remember I don't give a fuck. Tried another option with the feelings, but was giving up. It's silly, huh? Silly fuck. Move along and get it up. Saddle up, the road is long and you've been bitching long enough. This rapping shit, I'm John Wick. Hear me come and quiver up. Nothing shy about it, could be cocky in a minute, but something keep me humble. Rather take a track and beat it up. Same for stomachs when a chick get needy, just beat me up. I'll tell you what, hey, look, shoot it like a free throw. If winning came with medals, got more pull than Magneto. Check check the score, I'm up. The score is up, my score is up. Check the score, I'm up. The score is up, my score is up. Hey, say the word and we go. Kobe, R.I.P. though. If models came with medals, got more pulls than Magneto. Check the score, I'm up. The score is up, my score is up. Check the score, I'm up. The score is up, my score is up. Hey, back to brag again, I'm on my savage shit. Trying to keep it modest and they drag you, I'm not having it. Keep a couple cards to play in case you won the magic trick. Haters disappear like Walla when I strong on with the pop. I leave you different shades like Hada, I'm a masochist. Throw your best shot at me, I absorb and throw it back again. Clapping like a boomerang, let's take a break, imagine this. What if this the Twilight Zone? I play my hand to handle shit, I let it rip, come spit a bit.
And I'm back in my mode, I'm cracking the codes while playing my role. The game ain't sold, nigga. Rose gold on my hoes, connecting my dots, I'm keeping them froze, Magneto mode, nigga. And we endured the coldest winter, young winners, humping in the verbal sinners, search the sins, what we lying for? But truth be told, we way too cold, coronavirus ain't got shit on us, so mask on, mask off, Ron, let them know, my nigga.
Yeah, shoot it like a free throw. If winning was a medal, got more bulls than Magneto. Check the score, I'm up. The score is up, my score is up. Check the score, I'm up. The score is up, my score is up. Hey, say the word and we go. Kobe, R.I.P. though. If models came with medals, got more bulls than Magneto. Check the score, I'm up. The score is up, my score is up. Check the score, I'm up. The score is up, my score is up. Yeah.
We're back. It was
That
yo. Shout out to Dynasty the King for being here with us tonight. We've been. It's good to see people, you know, showing us that love and that respect and like really like coming out for us.
that's a fact because he came
All the way
deep,
from
upstate New
upstate.
York. He
I
came
thought he
deep
still lived in the east.
for the interview, so that was you know.
Like I got so much respect for the man.
Listen,
Like
if y'all coming from far, we can definitely do the interviews virtually. You do not have
yo,
to come.
but just tell us
If
though.
you want to come in, by all means come in. But we know it's late. Our show is 10 to 12.
We
It's
don't want to
late.
be
I
here
don't
for
want
fun.
you right. I don't want you to have to drive back in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? If you got arrangements, that's different. But listen, we do virtual, we do in studio. Y'all guys have the opportunity to have that. We have packages for all you artists who have music coming out. Please,
Talk to us. Work
come
with us.
holla at us.
We're cool.
Right. We have a good fucking time. Yo, just
You might get high sometimes.
you might get high all the time if you
You may
smoke.
get
But
high.
come with a good mind frame, good attitude. We feed off your energy, so however your energy is, we go off that. If your energy's low, we're gonna try to pick it up one time. If it don't pick up,
The
then
one
I'm
time with the
sorry,
one time.
you're gonna be dubbed boring and you might not get asked back.
I mean, but we're definitely gonna have some of these people that back that we've had on, but
Right. No, absolutely. We haven't had many boring interviews. We've had some, but we haven't had
many.
many.
Let's
We
not
haven't
do
had
that.
many. But it's been, like I said, like y'all guys, we do this for you guys to have a platform where you can come on and you can be yourself. You don't
But
have to feel
please,
like,
but
you gotta have the artist etiquette or whatever the case. Come in here, be yourself, vibe with us. We
yeah,
just be bullshitting and chilling.
but respect the space though. Let's respect the space though.
Nah, I mean you gotta respect the space.
Like, don't be leaving shit all messy and shit.
Nah,
Like,
absolutely. If you don't, if you leave shit around, then that makes me feel like your house is fucked up. So if your house is fucked up, don't invite me over because
can
I'm
you
not
just
coming.
imagine though how some people act when they come in for an interview?
Listen, I can
Then
tell you right now from working in Home Depot that I can tell that people's bathrooms is nasty by how they go to the bathroom at Home Depot. I could just tell you that. So I nothing surprises me anymore when it comes to how people behave. Like I see people leaving cups and all kind of shit all over the place, and we got to clean up after them, whatever. I'm like, all right, I know that house is fucked up. So
uh,
respect the space, but come through. Listen, like I said, we got package deals. Hit us up,
um,
whatever.
but on that note, you could definitely send us an email mnrarbookings@gmail.com. Hit me up at imiv.xo underscore or at Rawrrzone NYC. Hopefully next week we have both Live Johnson and Apollo back here.
Live said he's coming next week.
Yo,
So
I'm just saying, I hope to see both of my peoples here. Because, you know, as much as we love hanging out with each other, you know, the vibe's been different.
Live is definitely coming next week. I can tell you that.
I'm just saying, I need my vibes back. Like,
Yeah, it's been kind of dead without the guys, but you know, we'll get there. You know, everybody's got their, you know, it's coming down to the wire. Schools are starting, work is coming back. People's trying to get acclimated to all of that. So, you know, understandably, you know, people can't make it. You know, we've had a nice little ride during the pandemic. Shit is starting to go back to normal. So, you know, everybody, once
yeah,
y'all get
nah, of
your
course.
stuff together, yo, come back. Yo, we, like I said, we vibe out. We have a good time. So,
But we miss your faces.
for real. So, y'all, come on. We need y'all back.
Yeah, like the fact that we got no licky, we ain't chilling right now.
Whoa,
Liquor, licky,
whoa. Say
licky,
liquor.
liquor.
Say liquor. No say licky.
Oh God, you're such a perv. On that note, where the fuck can they find you?
Oh, you already know. Y'all can find me on Instagram and Twitter at underscore Michael Bostic. I promise you this whole week I've been trying to change my name to something else on Instagram because I'm kind of tired of the underscore Michael Bostic, but every name that I come with up with is taken. So it's gonna stay underscore Michael Bostic for now. You already know Twitter is when I talk my shit. Instagram I don't really be on, but I'm gonna try to get a little more active on there. But y'all can hit me up on those. I got an EP out, a love story. I'm working on a new EP. That's hopefully it will be done in November. Um, and you know, just like I said, hit us up for the interviews and come vibe out with the Rawrrzone.
And we are gonna close this out with Miko Sky Issues. And just welcome to the Rawrrzone. Good night, everyone.
Night.
Kelly Pool, Kelly Pool, Kelly Pool, Kelly Pool, Kelly Pool.
I just wanna take a hit. I just wanna make a hit. I just wanna drop dope shit, travel the world and write verses, sell out shows and go gold. Not too much to ask for. If the bread where we go, load the whip and get zone. Play the track before we go on this trip. Take the seat, now don't you slip into the darkness abyss. It's a trick. Let the jack show skeletons on this trip. Take a seat, now don't you slip into the darkness abyss. It's a trick. Let the jack show skeletons. Once again, they got me here and I'm turning up. They can't hear me in the speakers, so turn it up. If I is still running, I need you to pass it up. And once again, I'ma need you just to turn it up. Yeah. It's the boy they said couldn't make it. If I get the shot, then you know I'ma take it. 2016, yeah, was up for the taking. 2017, yeah, it really ain't no explaining how it took a kid from the Bronx to show you you were wrong. Waiting in the darkness, but move like you won't. Ain't have a cent, but plenty well spent on investing in the name. Now they know my fucking name. Ain't a lame, got quarters, but they ain't for playing games. Loud boy lingo, they know what I'm saying. Have to ready and roll, getting ready to roll. Hope you ready to roll. It's already ready to roll. It's a long way down from the places we go. It's a long way down from the places we go. On this trip, take a seat, now don't you slip into the darkness abyss. It's a trick. Let the jack show skeletons on this trip. Take a seat, now don't you slip into the darkness abyss. It's a trick. Let the jack show skeletons. Once again, they got me here and I'm turning up. They can't hear me in the speakers, so turn it up. If I is still burning, I need you to pass it up. And once again, I'ma need you just to turn it up. I
done had issues with you. Yeah. Issues with you. Yeah. And it shows, I know it shows. Yeah. But I done had issues with you. Yeah.
It's a lingerie, the line taking off my street clothes from, but it feels right. Girl, it's wrong, it feels right there.